This is the Unit 3 developmental unit quick review before the exam. This unit celebration is worth 50 points, like all of our unit celebrations are. You do have review sheets. They're in the back of your binder, and those are due before you take the exam. That's to help prepare yourself, again, part of student responsibility. The format of this exam is true and false. We start off with that level 1, level 2 true and false questions. Yes, you will have to change false statements to make them true. There's a couple different sections on multiple choice. There's some matching sections, short answer and essay. And of course, as we get to the short answer and essay, we're moving more to the level 3, level 4 type questions. Just so that you know, we had some very specific theories in this unit, so there will be separate matching sections just on Erikson, just on Piaget, and just on Kohlberg. And not that you can't use those in your short answer and in your essay portions as well, but I did want to separate those out because they had a little more detail in them. Do note that Erikson stages will be named for you, but also remember that those are pretty connected to age ranges. And so, for instance, you're not going to have an 18-year-old who's still in the trust versus mistrust stage. You're not going to have a 5-year-old who's in genitivity versus self-absorption. So, yeah, having the names there helps you, but you need to know the importance of what happens at each stage. For the Piaget section, the stages themselves are listed for you: sensory motor, pre-operational, concrete, and formal operational. However, the subpoints are not. By subpoints, I mean things like conservation skills, egocentrism, animism, abstract thinking. Those things, again, you need to know what they are and in which stage they are developing. And then finally, for Kohlberg's section, his stages are not named on the test. I will simply have stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And so you need to know what's happening in each stage. Okay? So another little example here: if you have a glass of water in front of you and you tilt the glass of water to the side, what's going to happen to the water level? Is it also going to be tilted to the side, or will it remain even this way? Now, the correct answer is that the water level will remain even, straight across, even though the glass is tilted. And for you to prepare for this test, one of the things you could do is, using Piaget's ideas, well, what would someone in stage 1, or pre-operational stage, which is stage 2, what would they answer? What would someone in the concrete operational stage, how would they answer and why? Someone in formal operational, how would they answer and why? So that's a good review for you. Okay, and yeah, this has proven to be a difficult test. There is a lot of content, but I have every faith that you can do this if you apply yourself. And so here again are things that you can do to get yourself ready. Again, look at the binder pages, go back, anything where we've gone back and corrected things, you've made your corrections in a different color. That should be a visual reminder, oh gosh, I do need to really get the difference between sensory motor and pre-operational, whatever it might be. So go back and review those. Use the review sheets that are in your binder, as well as any of the extra ones I provided in class. Go back and look at any homework assignments that we have done, things where we have matched up people's behavior to Erikson stages, for example. Think of the video clips that we've watched. Certainly all of my PowerPoints are still online, so if you want to go back and look at any of those, you can as well. I've given you some mnemonics to help you remember these stages, and so go back and review those if that's helpful for you. It's too much information just to try to cram it all into your head, so make sure that you're organizing it into chunks of meaningful pieces of information to help you, whether you do that with flashcards or acrostics or however you want to do that, but I think those are all good ways that can help you. And then keep in mind, we've talked a lot about milestones, these important important events that you reach at different times in your life. And you are going to have to apply those, so do make sure you apply them as if a psychologist would, not as if just Joe Schmo off the street is doing this. So for example, true and false, an adult who is very selfish has egocentrism. Hopefully you can tell me that that is false, because yeah, they might be egocentric, full of themselves, but egocentrism is a specific Piaget concept that happens when children can't take somebody else's perspective. And so, you need to apply it the way the theorist would. Also, when you're talking about milestones, you need to give me specifics. I'm not going to accept an answer like, well, Peggy grew, so that's physical, and she thinks, so that's cognitive, and she has friends, so that's social. No, I'm pretty darn sure you already knew that before taking this class, and so you need to convince me, you need to use stuff that we've learned in this particular unit to show me physical, cognitive, and social growth. So this is a quick review. You've got a lot of things you can look at and look over and redo and come up with your own examples to help prepare you for this exam. Heck, even take a book that you like or a TV show that you like or a movie or whatever, and look at where the characters are developmentally and what concepts you can apply. That's a really good way to prepare as well. So good luck. I can smell those A's already.